Understanding bound hand and foot, a deep dive into English idioms. Hello and welcome. Today, we're exploring a fascinating phrase in English, bound hand and foot. This idiom has rich meanings and uses in the English language, and understanding it can add depth to your communication skills. Let's dive into what it means, its origins, and how you can use it in your everyday English conversations. The phrase, bound hand and foot, metaphorically describes a situation where someone is completely restricted or helpless. Imagine being tied up, unable to move your hands or feet. This is the literal picture, but we often use it to talk about less physical, more situational constraints. It can refer to being trapped by circumstances, obligations, or rules that prevent you from acting freely. Understanding the origins of idioms can make them easier to remember. The phrase, bound hand and foot, likely comes from historical practices of restraining prisoners or captives, literally tying their hands and feet to prevent escape. Over time, this vivid image has evolved into a metaphorical expression used to discuss various forms of limitation or control, far beyond its literal beginnings. Let's look at how bound hand and foot can be used in sentences. In personal situations, he wanted to travel the world, but felt bound hand and foot by his responsibilities at home. In professional contexts, the new regulations have us bound hand and foot, making it nearly impossible to innovate. In creative storytelling, the hero was bound hand and foot, but he knew his willpower was unchained. These examples show the phrase's versatility across different contexts, highlighting its metaphorical use to express feelings of being trapped or restricted. To effectively use bound hand and foot in conversation, understand your audience. Ensure the context is appropriate for metaphorical language. Pair it with vivid storytelling to enhance the imagery and impact of your message. Practice with examples related to situations in your life or the news to gain comfort with its use. We hope this exploration of bound hand and foot has unlocked new avenues for expressing complex ideas in English. Remember, idioms can add color and depth to your language, making your conversations more engaging and expressive. Keep practicing, and don't hesitate to bind your learning with curiosity and enthusiasm. Thank you for joining us, and see you in the next video.